What I will do? Yeah, yeah, that mosquito, no, because of that, the moment I open this window, no, that mosquito is my friend. It will come inside and not helped by anybody else. It will keep on disturbing me only.
Let's wait for a couple of more people to join and then we can start the session.
How he came to know that we are already submitting practical. Yugali, आपने practical she doesn't have. No, no, no. But how she came to know that suddenly? No, normally that thought doesn't come. No, we cannot contact. No, that. No, 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 no. See, that is my data that Shivalata must have told her. This is what I'm telling. She has good links.
Is there any admin on the call?
That is
Can
why
you
I'm
please
conducting a
mute
common class,
Dimple ma'am?
conducting here. But I'm also telling Rane, just see whether T-Wise can become, because otherwise T-Wise will be. No, no, that's what I was telling. I understood. Logic is same, logic is same. But only thing is, I can just have a lot of university people. Otherwise it will get prolonged for so long now. Understood?
Can somebody please mute Dimple ma'am? If there is anyone from the admin section.
Dimple ma'am, please mute your mic.
Okay, so let's start the next session for today, which is ROS unit testing and how we actually do in industries. Like we don't have those industrial robots at our place. So how do we remotely test them? So that I will be telling you. And it's a small topic, but after that topic, I will be giving you resources which you can follow to work with ROS, and you can learn ROS from it. If in future, if you wish to learn more. So let me just share my screen. There we go. So now what happens is in industries, let me explain you the scenario. So whenever there is some problem in some robot, so we won't be able to go there and debug it. So what we do is whenever we run tests on robot, we make a ROS bag file. So what is a ROS bag file? So as the name suggests, it's a bag in which we put all the data about what has happened on testing. So just like you have black box in your aeroplanes, so that whenever an aeroplane crashes or something happens, there is data stored on the black box. So similarly, ROS bag is a black box for robots. But it like if anything is happening, it will record everything that is happening at that same case, and it will play that, and we can play that later on like a tape recorder. So let's see how it works. Okay, so for now, what I will create is I will start a simulation. So I will start a simulation using ROS launch, FDP bot simulation, and then gazebo.launch. I will just launch this. Okay.
Sir, could you increase the font size?
Yes. Your font size is not needed right now, but okay, fine. I will do it. Okay. Okay. So after this, what I will do is I will open up a new tab. Inside this, I will start ROS run teleop twist keyboard to control the robot, and teleop twist keyboard.py. But along with this, I want to record this as well. I want to record whatever commands I am giving to the robot. So I will open a new tab down here. Here, what I will do is I will run the ROS recording. How can I start the ROS bag recording? So it's just simple command ROS bag record, and if you want to record everything that is happening, you have to type -a. But right now, I just want to record the commands that I am giving. So I will type /cmdwell, which is the command which I am giving. So here it is now recording. It is subscribed. Okay. Now if I move the robot, let's make a square with this robot. So I'm moving the robot like this. Now so everything I'm doing with the robot, it is being recorded. Okay. Instead of square, now we have made a triangle. That's completely okay, but it's a 90-degree triangle, and after this we'll get back to the home location and point in the straight direction. Okay, that's done. Now if I want to stop it, I will press Ctrl+C. This will stop the recording. So now if I go into my files, wherever I run this script, which is at my home location, there will be a file which will be created. So currently this one is of 2021. That is our old ROS bag file that I have made. But if you see over here, there is a new ROS bag file of 2022, then the month which is 01 January, then the date which is 14th, and then there is the time. So there is 12, 15, and then there is 04 which is seconds, and it is named as bag. Okay. So now I want to play this back file. So let's consider ki this was happening in real world. This was happening in some industries, and robot made a triangle. But and now I want to check it on my end. So how can I do is the company will send me this ROS back file, and I can play that ROS back file. So just like we recorded, we can also play this file. If you want to get the information, I can do ROS bag info and the name of the file, which is 2022, and then all the everything. If I press enter, see, first it will tell me the path, then it will tell me the version. What is the duration of ROSBAG file? It is of 19 seconds. It started at this time, it's ended at this. So this is just the simulation time. This is the sim time. Okay. What is the size? It's just 7.3 KB. 14 messages were there. Like in this complete time, 14 messages were sent, and it includes geometric twist messages, which were the topics. It was command velocity topic. So, and all, like if there are multiple topics, it will tell for each topic how many messages were published. It will tell all those things. So now let's play it. So if we do ROSBAG play, and if I type the name of the complete thing, if I enter, you can see the robot started moving autonomously. It's playing whatever happened over there. So we are recreating the scenario whenever we want. Okay, I guess it was stopped in between, but yes. So we can recreate the scenario whenever we want. I will just make the home position of the robot again, and we can try to run it again. And this time I was not controlling the robot. It was moving autonomously based upon the ROSBAG file. Let's try to play it again. I guess the ROSBAG file is corrupted in some way. That is the reason it is going to stop. Yeah. Let's create a new ROSBAG file if that's the case. Similarly, I created some ROSBAG files for my clients. These are big, and some other ROSBAG files include motion of robotic arms and a lot of more things as well. Okay, so let's try to record one more ROSBAG file. I will start recording. Recording started. Stop. Then I will turn. Stop. Then it will move ahead. Again, stop. After this, let's make a triangle. Okay, now I will stop it, and I will play. What is the name? After 12, it's 12:20. I guess this is the problem to do with the warning that we are getting. It says that there is not enough space. Let me just clear out some space. I will delete all the existing files or ROSBAG files. Still, I'm getting the warning, but let's see if it works this time. No, I guess even now it is. But technically, it's uh, some storage problem. But if your storage is properly done, this works really great. After that, you can also, if see right now I was just recording command velocity. If you wish, you can record everything using -a command. So instead of command velocity, just type -a. So you can do that. Apart from this, any questions in this? Because this was a really small topic I just wanted to cover, because if in case in future if you are facing any problem, then what I would ask you to do is I will ask, and if you approach me with the problem, what I will say is just run this ROS recording, ROSBAG, just make a ROSBAG file and send it to me, so that I don't need to sit with you and debug all the things. I will be just asking for this ROSBAG file. So if you record it once, I can play it on my end. Any doubts regarding this? If not, then I will show you some resources that you can follow if you are getting started with ROS.
No doubts.
Okay, fine. So let's move ahead. I will. Any doubts about the complete workshop as well? Like if there was any doubts at any point, just let me know. I am here to solve it all. So now I will browse through the internet and I will show you a couple of things that you can do if you wish to keep working on ROS. First thing is go to ros.org, which is the official website of ROS. And here you can click on getting started. On getting started, see, you will get all the installation things and the supports as well. So if you want to start downloading ROS, you can go and click on install. There you have. But this installation is of ROS Noetic. So instead of Noetic, you can just go back, see ROS distributions. You can see over here. And here you can see all the things. So I will recommend you to work with Melodic first, because it's much more easier without any bug. And here you can find installation instructions. So you can go through Ubuntu. There is ways you can do it on Windows, but I will still prefer, like, Ubuntu is one way you can go with. After that, once you are done with installation, then obviously you need to learn things out. So there is ROS tutorials available as well. So all these websites I will provide link one by one. Wait, I will put that in chat. Whatever we went through right now. So this is the ROS official website. I've provided the link. Then moving forward, for installation of ROS Melodic. Installation instructions for Ubuntu. Okay, these are the installation instructions. I will share this as well. Okay, once installation is done, next is tutorials. This is a really resource enriched page. So if you go down, you see it starts with very beginner level ROS tutorials, like installing and configuring your ROS environment. And then there is navigating in the ROS file systems, about package, how to build your package, understanding nodes, topics, then ROS launch. Everything is given in detail. Then there is simple publisher and subscriber in C++. Then there is in Python, examining, everything is given over here. Then recording and playing back data, which we did right now. Okay. And more, this was beginner level thing. Intermediate regarding things. So we have ROS launch tips on large projects, managing system dependencies. So all these things that we did right now. Then how you can run ROS across multiple machines. This is required while working with real robots. So robot has its own brain, maybe a Raspberry Pi or Jetson that can that does all the processing on robot. And there is another system that is your computer on with which you can visualize it. So this is where you refer to for that. And even if you want to write your own tutorial, if you think it is not good, they have provided complete templates and things, so you can make your own tutorial. Then there are some developer guidelines and coding styles that you need to follow. So this is exactly what I taught right today. If you go through it, so it tells more about the code layout, what should be the thing. There should be description, author, licenses, and this is more about licensing and things, but it's okay. About the documentation, so you can go through it. It's a very detailed documentation, in fact. And there are some tools, other libraries as well. So we did learn about ROS navigation stack. We did learn about visualization in RWiz. Then if you are working on industrial robots, ROS industrial is the thing. You can check the tutorials. Then the South Korean company that I told you about, they have their own motors, Dynamixel. So these are their tutorials for moving with the Dynamixel motors. So in ROS Industrial, you can see there is stuff by ABB, there is Fanuc, and there is Motoman. I guess, yeah, that's it. And then they have MoveIt packages. So this MoveIt is the thing that I showed for robot arm. So you can go through it. All the links are provided. Then there are some tutorials about TF. PCL stands for Point Cloud Library. So it is about using 3D mapping and using point cloud. Do they have any photos in here? No, they don't have any photos. But yeah. And these are some external tutorials. So there is this Udemy course. This is around 16.5 hours. You can go through it. It's just 525 right now, so you can go and check it out. Then there are some beginner tutorials by different people. There are also a lot of Udemy courses over here. All the resources to learn ROS are well provided. If you are and then there are some books as well. There are some lecture series. But if you are not well versed with like navigating through websites, if you are bored, like because everything is scattered, everything is at different places. So for that there is one single resource. I will show you one more. Let me just open that link. I guess I have it on my mail. Give me a moment. Yeah. I will share this with you on chat as well. So this is a collection of ebooks that you can refer to for learning ROS, computer vision, and a lot of more things. I will try to make it bigger. No, this is only. So there is, you can find ROS. So in this you can find various ROS related books that you can refer to. Some are by the author that I told you about on the first day, Lentin Joseph. Some are of his, some are of different international authors. And coming to the point, so all these books you can refer to. These are really nice. I've shared the link. If you're more of a book person, you can go through these. If you're interested in drones, this is a good book. And one more thing, if you want to buy hardware books, so like he's my best author in ROS. He's my favorite author. If you just see books, you can order them from, I guess, Amazon. He has not provided the links over here, I guess. I will just search amazon.in, and here I can type Lentin Joseph. You can find all those books. So you can get a papered version of it. Finally, there is one more thing that you can refer to, which is YouTube. So YouTube is a really great resource to learn about things. I have mostly learned things from YouTube and online blogs. So if you talk about ROS related things, so there is a channel called as The Construct. I will share these links with you as well. Lentin Joseph. And is there anything else? Lentin Joseph and then Amazon link, right? Amazon.in. On this, I was searching Lentin Joseph. All of his books. For YouTube, there is a channel called as The Construct. This is for this is completely ROS related channel. Again, I will share the link with you in the chat. They have sets of playlists as well. So let's say if you want to learn about, for example, ROS robot modeling, you can view this playlist of 4 videos. If you want to learn about robotic manipulators, you can check this ROS Industrial. They have many videos about it. So definitely do check them out. It is a really worth channel. They have around 960 videos, everything about ROS. So it's a really big thing. Apart from that, if you want some major application based things, you can check my channel. It is not basic tutorial series, but it is more like how you can implement ROS on different things. So here I have implemented ROS on the Mars rover. So when we recently launched this Perseverance rover by NASA, at the same day I was streaming this live. So it was implementing like controlling ROS, like Mars rover using ROS. Then here you can see how I can install ROS on Windows. And then there is videos like using quadruped robots. So more of my videos are implementation based, but still if you are interested to watch them out, you can watch. I will share that videos as well. Next thing is another YouTuber, which is Sanjana Matthews. When she is from Kerala, she has around 45 videos on ROS. So again, it consists of 3D modeling, ROS simulation, pick and place robot simulation, all of these things, which is really nice. So I will highly recommend this channel as well. So 3 channels I've told you. Is there anything else I'm missing? Any good channel? Let me just check. I'll search ROS. There are no constant videos on it, but yeah, the construct has most of them. You can see my videos coming as well. There is no other ROS based YouTuber. And one more thing, as Pramod sir asked, like if you go to rigbitterlabs.com, so we have our mentorship programs. We are soon to launch more mentorship programs as well. So like a quadruped robot mentorship program, Robotarm, augmented reality, virtual reality, ROS1, ROS2, and much more. So currently we are running ROS1. So if you click on know more, this page you will land up on this page. So more like this is a 2-month program where we have industrial people coming in and teaching ROS. There will be total 24 sessions or something. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah, in each session is just 1.5 hour. So across, like you will have one session after every 2 or 3 days, and these are live programs. This is not like a recorded things or anything. Everything is a personal guidance live sessions. We have industrial people, we have students doing this as well. So if you as you everyone of you are faculty, if your students want to learn it, you can recommend it to them. If you want to learn it, you can even check this. And yeah, there is the full curriculum if you need to download it. And we provide certifications and internships to the students if they want in this sector. And these internships are paid internships, so we pay them if they work. And not only us, but we also place them in national as well as international companies, because those are the companies we are dealing with, so we usually place them over there. So if you want to if you are interested, just fill up this form. Our team will get back to you and provide you with all the details which are needed. Here are some frequently asked questions. You can just go through them. And if you want to implement ROS, yeah, and we are also partnering with several schools and universities right now. We are setting up remote robot labs on their place. So if you see this playground, this is a ROS playground that is available for free. So you can book any time, any place, like any time that you want or date. So let's say if I select 17th, maybe something like 9:15 a.m. I can fill my details over here, and a ROS playground will be booked for me. So what is this playground, you may ask? I'll just show you. So here I'm just email. I will receive an email saying the appointment has been booked, and that email will have a joining link. So if I open my mail right now, a mail should have been popped up. Within some time it will pop up. Yes. What email did I provided? pransu@gmail.com. Yeah, it's right. I guess it's in here. Yeah. So this comes with the email link as well. So once you join that link, I have already made a video of this on YouTube. So to know more about this concept, I will show you one video that is really nice. It was first made by The Construct, but it was a really paid service all across the globe. So what we did was we made it free for everyone. So we are in work with that as well. So if you search remote, yes. So this is Remote Robot Lab.
Robot.
I think the most beautiful moment is when you apply what you learned and put it on the real robot. The moment when the robot starts to move under my commands is amazing. And we want each of our students to have that moment. And now it's happening on Roblox.
Roblox, the first 24/7 remote robot lab in the world. This is a cloud-based remote robot lab where you can connect to a real mobile robot and program it over the internet 24/7. It can assist you in learning robotics anywhere at any time. Geographical location will no longer limit your robot programming. You don't need to buy a robot or build a laboratory. Everything is ready here for your robot algorithm testing. You can use Roblox to practice robot algorithms for robot navigation, doing mapping localization, path planning and object avoidance, etc. You can also use it to practice algorithms of robot perception, perform detection and classification of traffic signs and lights based on an analysis of images acquired by the robot's camera. You can practice fusing sensor data or generate raw specs for later uses, and much more.
So I'm also a professor at the university, and during the pandemic lockdown, I had to deliver my ROS and robotics class to the University of La Salle here in Barcelona. And for that, I used the gazebo simulations that the Construct is providing on the cloud. But the problem is that the students were very sad because they couldn't practice with the real robots, which was the most interesting part for them. Then that problem inspired us to create a cloud-based remote robot lab that we call Roblox, in order to allow home students from around the world to connect to there and practice with the real robots.
Step 1. Book a date. Go to The Construct and book a time on the lab's agenda. Step 2. Prepare your program. Before the appointment time, you can practice and get your program prepared by connecting to the Roblox simulation first on The Construct. Step 3. Connect to Roblox. Click the Connect Real Robot button, and you'll be able to connect to Roblox Real Robot Lab and start testing your robot algorithms. Apply any robotics knowledge you've learned to a real robot at Robox. This lab will allow the world to connect from anywhere, 24 hours a day. You can use it to teach, to play, to practice, and you won't miss the most wonderful part of robotics, the application to real robots.
So referring to this, we made our own robot lab around a year ago. We started this in April, even before that, I guess, March or April in 2021. So that is how you can check it out. So I've provided the links in the chat. So, but this service, the Construct service, is a paid service that is available on their website. But even then, we are providing it for free. Yeah. So here we need to log in into their account, in the Construct account, book a date. And similar kind of things, we are right now partnering with several colleges to make this happen. So like, even right now, we just have one remote robot lab at our office, and there are a lot of appointments that keep on coming again and again. This is my account currently. So they have different robots. They have a robot arm, a bigger robot arm, and an industrial warehouse. We are coming. We just have a small turtle bot kind of thing, which is tortoise bot. And if I click on book now, it's similar kind of thing. When I want to book, and when can I use it? So similar kind of appointment, but yeah, this is free. So even if I check the mail now, after some time I have received the email while this video was playing. So yeah, you will receive an email something like this. It will include the meeting link of joining. It will include the date and time of the appointment that you have booked. Before this appointment, if you need to learn about what it is, how it will work, just click on this link. It will have the complete playground guide, how everything works. This is the simulation and how the camera access, how you can control the real robot. Everything is provided over here. And there is a video as well, which I made on YouTube explaining how this remote robot lab, how this remote robot lab works. Yes. So here you can see you will get the access to the remote robot lab using a camera like this, and you can see it in Arvis. So there is a real robot, but at your home you will see this all happening live, and you can control the robot from your house. So I guess here I was controlling the robot using a gamepad controller. Similar way, you can control it using the teleoperation, using your keyboard and things like that. Then you can see the live camera from the robot as well. So if the robot is moving, you will be able to see the first person view, like you will be thinking like you are in place of the robot. So like this, you can control it, you can move around. Even here you can do sign recognition, computer vision related things. So this is one place, and even the Construct, they have their own website in which you can, I will share this link as well. They have a lot of paid courses as well, some free and some paid. So if I go into the courses, see, there are a lot of categories. You can go through these categories and go through their courses if you wish. This is also a good learning place. And finally, if you want to try out on your real robot, just go to github.com/rigvitalabs and tortoisebot. This is a open source complete open source repository with instructions. So if you go into the wiki, here if I go into hardware assembly, this is a complete list of things that you need to do to make your robot with ROS. So you can just follow these steps one by one and you should be able to make your own robot. You can source your own components. If you have existing components, you can make use of them. If you want this design, all these designs are provided. Even the CAD designs of the robot is provided. So everything is there on this instruction page. And by the end, you will have a robot like this that works on ROS. And if in case you don't want to spend time on making sourcing all the components by yourself, then you can simply go to tortoisebot.com. Again, the link to which I will be providing in the chat. Yes. So from here you can directly order TortoiseBot. And here are all the component list. We are providing at a discounted rate right now. If you wish to watch a video, this is the video. So this was the launch video, and I'll just pause it right now. Yes. If you want to have a look at the descriptions, like documentation about the robot, we have also provided a spec sheet. This is a spec sheet of the robot. So it's not necessary to buy. You can just, if you have most of the components, you can build of your own. It has all the information about the robot, its technical specifications, and all the sensor technical data, what does the package contains, and the engineering drawings of the robot. So everything is provided on the website. Here there is an option for make one now that will direct you to the GitHub. Here you can start making your own robot. And yeah, these were all the resources from where you can learn ROS, you can implement ROS. And I guess there is one more thing I would like to say, like if any one of you uses Discord, there is a huge community of ROS people on Discord. So if you have any questions, you can definitely ask on the Discord community. There are people who are really happy to help you out over there. There is a ROS official Discord channel. So I will share this link if any one of you wants to join. So I will share this. So this has people all around the globe. Sorry, not here. I wanted to put it over here. Okay, and the next thing is it's an Indian group, AlphaBot Robotics Community. Even this has almost how many 925 people. Everybody is a ROS engineer. Everyone is doing some or the other interesting things with ROS. So I will even invite you to this. Yeah, I've put it into chat. So yeah, there you go. Is there any other questions? Anything about ROS, about where is it used, about my work if you want to know. Okay.
Whatever we did in ROS, is similar platforms available in MATLAB also? Because some of us, I think, are used to working till now in MATLAB.
I would highly recommend one thing. Please get out of the MATLAB community because it is going to lessen day by day. So if like the main reason being is if you like if the professors are stuck with MATLAB, then students have to learn MATLAB, and if students have to learn MATLAB, eventually no one in industry will use MATLAB. So what will happen? Those students will have knowledge which is not used in industry currently, and they will be unemployable. Because I've seen each and every, like all the clients that we work with, everybody is coming from MATLAB to ROS, because MATLAB, as I discussed previously, it has the licensing fee, it has what we say, licensing fee as well as some royalty based upon every product sell. So that is the reason industries are moving away from MATLAB. So if in case the professors and the faculties of colleges are stuck with MATLAB, eventually students will be like, they will be not employable. But even if I am hiring any student, I will look at the skills that I will be using in my industry. And that is basically ROS, if I am sure. So that is one thing. But still, if you want to use, what I will recommend is MATLAB has its own toolboxes. There are a lot of things that you can do with MATLAB, but again, if you're using MATLAB, I would recommend use the MATLAB ROS thing, MATLAB ROS toolbox. So at least your students will know basic things. So I guess where is India? Yeah. At least once they know the architecture of ROS, then they can work with it. So all the things that we did right now, everything is available on MATLAB through ROS toolbox. But again, to run ROS toolbox on MATLAB, you will need MATLAB. In industries, we are shifting away from MATLAB just because of the cost.
Sir, one question from my side.
Yes.
Sir, in place of, can I do in programming HSPICE or Tanner tools, sir, या QCA?
I didn't understand your question. Can you come again?
Sir, can I use tool of VLSI design circuit?
Yeah, LSI design circuit. So
Like जैसे, for example, Tanner tool or QCA या HSPICE?
Yes, there are ways to do it. Yes, you can do it. I have not tried it personally, but I've seen people do it. So even if you are familiar with MATLAB, you can do all these things on MATLAB. So here you can see they are running a gazebo simulator, and they are having a MATLAB window over here, which is running the robot. And at the same time, they are doing the electronic simulation over here. So whatever you can do in MATLAB, you can use a combination. There is also ROS library for it. I'm not sure. what the name is, but yeah, that is possible.
Okay, sir.
Let me just search if I can get it.
Sure, sure, sure.
Uh, any other question? I will just search if you can get.
Sir, one more thing I want to say.
Yes. Yes, see this ROS control. So everything is given.
All sessions are very nice, sir. Very informative, sir.
Thank you very much. So even I will recommend you to check this ROS Industrial that is coming out new. So I will just open the ROS Industrial page. It will be self-explanatory.
Sir, actually, I want to programming do in QCA. There is a new platform QCA.
Okay. I have not. That's what I've said. I have not used with that, but yes, you can like if you are comfortable with it. I have seen people use it, so there is definitely a place.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the official ROS Industrial page where they state about the companies that are working with this, and I guess there is a slide as well where they have all the companies that are working with ROS Industrial. Even here there are jobs. If you know ROS, you can directly apply for it. Like location I want in India. Let's check what are the companies in India. Okay, there are no companies. Just search jobs. Okay, there is nothing in India. Let's check in Spain. Spain, there is nothing. United States. Wait, I guess this is not working there. Okay, this is not working exactly. The search is not working, I guess. Why is it not showing me anything right now? Okay. Yeah. So there is safety in mobile robotic manipulators, drilling of aeronautics parts. This is again, everything is regarding ROS. Then there is something like Germany also has many companies. Yeah. These are quite old, but if you just search it with the respect of time, you should get all the links. Even there is a ROS Constrium. Just let me see, ROS Industrial.org. Yeah. So they have a consortium. So this includes all the companies that are working in Asia. Let's check America, Europe, and Asia, all the companies. And let's check out members as well. So you can see all these big companies. I will zoom in.
So please share the link also.
Yes, sure. These are the current members of ROS Consortium. Like all these companies are shifting to ROS. That includes MathWorks, which is the creator of MATLAB, because like they have a collaboration with ROS to make it work on MATLAB. So that is the thing. But if you see 3M ABB is one of the robotics company. Aerobotics is a really US based company into what do we say? Aero electronics, avionics, the electronics that are there into the aircrafts. Then there is LS Robotics. Then there is Amazon Web Services. So they are making their own cloud robotics platform. Then there is Boeing, Bosch, BMW. Yes, anyone was asking some question? Yeah. So BMW, CAT. This was the company that we saw right now, which were offering internships from Germany. Then it includes John Deere, Intel, all big brands, Microsoft, MathWorks. Omron is a really nice robotics company. Open Robotics is the Open Robotics Foundation, which handles ROS. Panasonic.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yes.
If any student want to internship like in this company, then how they go for
Yeah. So it is
internship?
really, Yeah, it is easily available on LinkedIn as well. So most of the yeah, LinkedIn, I will just search ROS. Yes. So there are these companies, plus there are these jobs. So see, it's just 1 week ago, senior ROS robotic engineer at in Noida. Then in Accenture, robot operating system application developer is here. So let's
Actually,
uh,
I want to say that
uh,
if any student want internship, yeah, like industrial training and all,
mhm.
for this purpose I will ask.
Okay, for indus so again, most of this is like given over here. If you select the experience level as entry level, most of them will be internships. Okay, so this will be like Accenture technical engineer, robotics engineer. These are some internships, so you can get it from there. Or like this is the best resource, I guess, one could find for the, because what we do at ROS mentorship program is whenever we work with any company, we have a MOU with them. And as I said, we are also making MOUs with colleges and universities. So what we do is we first train students in colleges and universities, and those students are then placed in these companies with whom we work. That is how we are like connecting the chain. But again, there is a lot of robotics companies. See, everybody is related to ROS. I've just searched ROS and there are 32 results in entry level jobs. In entry level jobs, if I search for internships, let's search. There are 3 internships in PNT Robotics, True Spectra, and Bangalore. PNT Robotics has recently come into this Shark Tank India TV show as well. So even they are looking for ROS Python developers. There have been 16 applicants. And see, salary from 3 to 8 lakh per annum. This is like an internship thing. Let's see an entry level job. What does it provide? If I look at Accenture, have they given any package? No, they have not given any package over here. Let's see for AI School India. But even like in the we have few people who are placed in Accenture. They are getting around 8 to 12 lakh per annum packages in ROS. Even see 4.2 to 8.5. Junior robotics developer is getting up to 8.5. So even you can think, if it is junior, once he gets 2 to 3 years of experience, what should be the case? Software robotics engineer. No salary package given over here. But yet, usually ROS is something which is coming up and most of the companies are looking at it. So let's check one thing. I don't know how the result will be, but let's see. I will in jobs, instead of ROS, I will type MATLAB. Let's see how many people are looking at MATLAB still. Okay, MATLAB has a lot of things. Yeah, but our clients that we have worked with have seen this scenario that ROS is more upcoming. So if I search robot operating system, does that make any difference? Yeah, even robot operating system has 221. Nothing compared to MATLAB, but yeah, it's shifting. Okay. Any other questions? I will also share my email ID in the chat if anyone wants to connect with me. If you have any doubts,
Please share your email ID in WhatsApp group, sir.
I am not there on WhatsApp group. Just take it from the chat and please share it over there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll share sure in the WhatsApp group also.
Yeah, thank you.
So we have come to an end of the ADAL 5-day ADAL FDP program. So I would like to thank Mr. Manish, Director UST, Mr. Pranshu Tople, Director and Co-founder Rigbetel Labs, Mr. Shubham Nandi, Co-founder and Mentor Rigbetel Labs, Kaushik Balasundar, MS graduate student in Carnegie Mellon University, and Dr. Vigneshwar Bhatt, who are the resource persons for our 5-day FDP program. So I thank all of them for giving us a wonderful insight on robot operating system and various packages for ROS, various designs of robots, and various demonstrations, because I don't think anywhere else we can see such a wonderful demonstration and insight given on each of the thing with beautiful explanation as well as code, real-time hands-on, everything was given. So thank you all for doing a great, wonderful session and making all of us aware about the robot operating system. So thank you all. So I thank our HOD Madam, Dr. Reshma Banu, for taking a responsibility in conducting the FDP and procuring a fund from Atal Academy for conducting this FDP. As well as I thank our principal, Dr. M. Shivakumar, for supporting in the coordination of our FDP. I thank our board members, Bharat sir, our president, Jagannatha Shenoy sir, our secretary, Vanaja P. Pandit madam, our administrative officer, Anubhava B. Pandit madam, for all of their support. I thank Dr. Harish Sahu sir, who is the peer reviewer from AICT. So I thank all of them. I thank all the participants for spending 5 days with us and learning a lot from our resource persons on ADA and interacting with us. We expect all your cooperation in all our further programs as well. So thank you. Thank you all. So very soon we will be starting our test, which will be for a duration of 45 minutes. The link will be shared immediately in the chat as well as in the WhatsApp group. So please take up the test. It will be an MCQ test. So I request you to do the test.
Sir, when will got test link, sir?
It will be shared immediately in the chat as well as in the WhatsApp group, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So once again, thank you all. I thank all my fellow coordinators and staff of GSSS IETW for supporting for the wonderful conduction of FDP. So thank you all.